In this series, we will be seeing about how to learn Java programming language. We will start it from very basics, and we will see from every topic we will see what are all the basic syntaxes of it, and first we will start with what is meant by Java. Java is a programming language. We have a several familiar languages and also many languages that we know, like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, C++, and Java, and there are also some other programming languages like Python. So it's all there, but Java is one of the programming language where uh, we can write programming languages in one operating system, and the same code we can able to run in another operating system. So that is the one of the main advantage of Java programming language. That is the reason that this language is mostly used languages in the world. Similarly, there is also another language which is C++, so which is also used throughout, no, like in many industries, but this Java is also equally that compete with another languages. So we do not have any abbreviations for Java. Basically, this name was given by James Gosling, so who invented this language, and with the name of Java Coffee. So with this name, this was named. So there is no specific abbreviation for Java, and so first topic that we will start with introduction to Java programming. This Java programming will see about the introduction and how this Java programming runs, and what are all the basic steps to configure these programming languages. So for any programming languages that we want to set it up in our machine, we need to do some configurations that programming language should support on our operating system. So either it can be on our local machine or on the server. So those things, that there are some pre-configurations to be set up to run our programming languages. And we'll start with how Java programming runs. So basically, Java programming will not understand our alphabet or numerical characters. So it will what we will do now, like we will write a programming in a Java file, and that Java file, what it will be, no, like it will be given to JVM with the help of JRE. And this JVM, what it will do, like it will read our byte code, the files that we ran, it will be converted into a byte code, and that byte code will be given to JVM, and JVM will read that line, read that byte code as a line by line process. So JVM is a core process, that is the main component for running the Java application. So we have seen JVM. It's a kind of a virtual machine to execute our process or a functionality. So that is called JVM. Next, what is runtime environment? So this runtime environment would be the layer for our operating system and our JVM, or we can call it as an interface. So this is a runtime environment where it contains a virtual machine as well as the set of Java libraries. So there are some basic Java libraries which will come along with these, and or a predefined code where we can reuse and its functionality. So those libraries will be there in JRE, and also along with that there will also be other files which will be related to Java libraries. So this all package this consider as a JRE. So JRE is no like is a platform dependent actually. Only a Java programming language is a independent. So we when we want to install a JRE in Windows, so you need to deploy or install a different JRE which will be accepted by Windows operating system. So we used to call this as a JRE binaries, and this JRE binaries should be accepted by Windows programming. So this JRE no like is a dependent. So only our Java is a independent. Okay, and this JRE is different from Windows binary and Linux binary and Mac OS binary. So we understand what is the purpose of JRE. So next we'll come to about Java development tools. There are some development tools which no like which will be an additional part of this JRE, where like we can use this for doing some of the purpose, like with these commands or with these libraries we can monitor what JVM is performing, or we can also debug our programming with these development tools. Is mostly used for development purposes. So where we can compile the code and we see if any kind of failures is there, and we can see it on our Eclipse or IntelliJ IDE, whichever we are using it. So for this purpose, so this Java development tools will be there along with JRE as well. So apart from that, like there is also a complete package which is called a Java development kit. This Java development kit will contain all these Java development tools, JRE, and inside it is a JVM. So when we are developing something, and this JDK should be installed to our machine. There are several versions we will be getting it a JDK, and this JDK last stable version was Java 19 and above, and JDK 19 and above. Before that, mostly we will be working on Java 1.7 or 1.8, and now we are moving to Java 11. So likewise there are many versions Java JDK is having. So when it comes to version, like we will be seeing the updated code or updated framework from Java. So that is one of the thing. How to install JDK, and how to configure this it with Eclipse or on our IntelliJ. So there are several ways to configure. Even nowadays IntelliJ itself is providing this JDK, and earlier we used to download this from Oracle, and we will be mapping it to IntelliJ. And now if now we want to install this JDK on our local machine as well as in our IDE. So basically these two should be similar for our development. So even if it is not similar, at least the IDE's JDK should be is the first priority, where when we are developing some code, so that should be updated properly. When you are using JDK as a version 1.8, the same version JRE should also be supported, else you will get some error like the compiler versus runtime issue you will be facing most of the time. So basically, when you run this, when you are developing JDK with 1.8, the same should be there for JDK as well. So this is one of the main thing that we need to take care of. And this set of libraries which we are using will also be relevant to the one which we will be using it when we are doing a development. So that is also important, that both should be matched. When we are developing and deploying the application should be matched. So that is one thing. And we will see like how this runs actually. And this Java programming, like we will be writing it in a program.java or .java class file. So this .java class file, what it will do, like in compiler, that it will compile and it will give it as a byte file. So byte file, so this byte file will be given to JVM, and this JVM, it will process, and it will be run it on the respective machines. Like if it is for Windows, then it will the JVM we can run it on the same Java file. We can write it on one system or one operating system. Say example, you are writing your programming language on Windows machine, you will be able to run the same application without recompiling it in another operating system. Say for example, this JVM, this machine, if I want to run this on Linux as well as in Mac OS, and it is easy to run. Only the thing, like the JVM should be installed on that machine, and the same code, the compiled code package, say like we will be having many Java classes and some other configurations file as well, and all these file can be compiled in one system and it can be run it in another system. So that is the one of the main advantage of Java programming languages. So this futures of Java development is like it is a platform independent. As I told, like we can write we can write programming on one language, one operating system, and we can run it on another operating system. And this is the another advantage is like a object oriented programming language. So whatever we create in Java, like it will be an object. So we will see in detail about object oriented programming languages, how we can create a class, methods, and how we can create an objects, and other advantages of OOPS concept. And yes, everyone knows that Java is a simple programming language and it is not too much complex to understand, so it is easy for everyone to understand it. And it is robust and secure as well, and it is a distributed language system, and it is a multi-threaded programming language, where we can run Java programming languages in a multi-threaded, which means multi-threading means we can create many layers, and we can run our programming languages in many threads. So that is the one of the main advantage of Java programming language. So there are some programming languages which will depends on the server configurations, but this is completely a uh, Java's feature, that we can run our application in a multi-threaded process. So we will see in detail about multi-threading when we are going through that topic of threads. And this is, as I told, like this is portable, and we can write our code it on one platform and we can run our code on another operating system. So like that it is portable, and we can also deploy this say application in on another operating system. And as I told, like this is a write once and run anywhere. So this is a concept of Aura. As I told that we can write it on one operating system and run it on any other, compile it on any other system, and even run it on another system. So that is the advantages of Java programming language. In this video we saw about introduction to Java programming language. In another video, like we will be seeing about the basics concept of Java and how to run the Java application, what are all the syntaxes with Java, and how to write a simple hello world program. And also we'll go through one by one basic topics. We will try to mostly cover it with Java 8 programming languages, but initially we will go with a simple Java programs, and then we will try to use Java 8 in this video. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and click bell icon as well, and keep supporting me. We will see it on next video.